Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. I attempt to post entertaining beauty content with a tinge of anti-consumerism. If you are into that sort of thing, please subscribe to me and boost my ego. You can also ding the bell so you don't miss when I upload. My fun fact for the day is that I love board games so much. My favorite board game of all time is called Balderdash. It is truly a work of art, and I think everyone should play it. If you have never tried to play it with your loved ones, I would definitely give it a go. I have had some of the best laughs of my life playing that game. Some current favorite board games are Throw Burrito and Exploding Kittens. They're also amazing. In today's video, I am going to be giving you a tutorial, a first impressions, and a little review of the PUR collab with Raw Beauty KRISTI. Before I even jump into my little tutorial, I'm going to give you some info about the palette and my experience with purchasing it. I tried to buy this during the original release. This was when I was sick with COVID, and I was living in my in-laws' garage. And I remember trying to get the palette for like 12 hours, and the site kept crashing, and I was trying so hard, and I was like, I deserve this. I'm sick, blah, 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 feeling sorry for myself. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I wasn't able to get my hands on it the first time, so I pre-ordered it immediately when they announced that they would do a restock of this palette. And I'm so happy that I have it. I think it is beautiful, and I really, really love KRISTI. She is my real dad. I think she is so amazing and wonderful, and she is definitely a reason I even tried to start YouTube. I could do a whole video just gushing about how much I like her, but I won't do that. I will spare that of you, spare you of that. Anyway, this is what the palette looks like. It is double-sided. This side with the kind of silvery reflective writing is the colorful side. The packaging is like a soft matte packaging, and then all of these beautiful designs were created by KRISTI herself, and they're all of things that she loves, her cat, her husband, all of those beautiful things. So this is what the colorful side looks like. Both sides have 9 pressed pigments in them, including a shimmer in the middle. And this is what the neutral side looks like. I really am enjoying the palette so far. I will give you more thoughts on the palette after the tutorial, but I'm really liking it already. So let's do the tutorial. Here are the swatches from the colorful side of the palette. Here we have Flavortown, Garden State, Tribute, Am I Orange, Cafe Disco, Side Effect, Dandelion, Hurtful, and Lumos. Here are the swatches from the neutral side of the palette. Here we have Camelot, It Just Does, My Whole Heart, Copper Boxes, Golden Ticket, Moo Point, B, Told You, and, of course, You're Not My Real Dad. First, I go in with the shade Dandelion, and I take that on a large blending brush and run it through the crease. Then I take a smaller blending brush with the shade Camelot, and I run that in the crease as well, a little bit lower than the original yellow shade I placed down, and I slowly blend those two colors together to create a gradient. Then I take the shade Copper Boxes and put that on the very upper part of my lid and my outer V, at least somewhat. And I just start creating even more of a blend between the yellow and the brown. Then I go in with the shade You're Not My Real Dad, which is the deep brown in the palette. First, I create the wing shape that I like for my shadow on the outer V. Once that is laid down, I go in and place the shadow all over the lid and pack it on and blend it out. I continue to run the deep brown shade along my lower lash line, connecting it to my upper lid. Then I take the shade Camelot and I run that along my lower lash line as well to begin blending out that brown shade. Once Camelot is laid down along my lower lash line, I go in with the shade Dandelion, which is the brighter yellow, and I run that along my lower lash line and continue around all of the edges. I finish up the look with popping Golden Ticket on my brow bone and inner corner. Here is the final look. In addition to the palette, I am also wearing a bunch of new to me products, and I am going to be doing a roundup review shortly of all the things I'm wearing on my face, plus a handful of other products, so stick around for that. That should be coming up in the next week or two. I'm really excited to share thoughts on these products. I really like how this whole face turned out, so I want to share those products with you guys. So, some things to share about the palette are that I found the shades to be super, super blendable. And when applied, they don't pack on super pigmented. I feel like they're really workable shades. Like if you want to build up to a deeper shade, you can, but you can also apply them more lightly and really blend them out. So I think they're very versatile in that way, at least all the colors I've used so far. I haven't played around with the colorful side too much, but enough to where I'm very fond of it. I did use the shade Garden State and Flavor Town when I did this really artistic Halloween look, and I thought they performed really well for that. And then today I used this shade. Oh, I've also used the white one. I also used that for that look I just showed you. But everything I've used so far, I have really, really enjoyed, and it's worked well. I have had no issues with fallout. There is kick up in the pan, which doesn't bother me one way or the other. One thing I struggled with was You're Not My Real Dad, that deep brown shade. Generally speaking, I struggle with deep mattes no matter what. As you can see, my lids are very creased, and when I use a deep matte, anytime the shadow starts to fade in the creases, it's noticeable because the shadow is so dark. So I can't necessarily blame that on this palette. It's an issue I've had across the board always. One thing I have to say is these shadows are so blendable that you have to really be thoughtful about your placement so you're not just blending them into oblivion, which is possible with this palette, but I prefer that because it's just nice to have really blendable shades, but I'm honestly not used to something that's so easy to work with, so it was almost harder to work with because it was so easy to work with, if you know what I mean. I'm used to working a little bit harder with my shadows, so I had to learn how to apply these as I went. But I'm so incredibly happy with how the look turned out. I'm also really happy with the quality of the shadows. I think this retails for about $35. I will make sure to look up if this is still available for purchase and the retail price, and I will put that in the description box down below for all of you guys. But for the price and for getting 18 pressed pigment shades that are super blendable, super creamy, very easy to use, I'm really happy. And I'm happy to support someone who makes my life better virtually. God, I'm such a dork. Anyway, really happy that I have this in my collection, and I recommend it. I think it's really good. All right, you guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate you being here. I hope you found this video to be a wee bit helpful or whatever. If not, give me a thumbs down. That way I get your engagement. I would really, really appreciate that, actually. Like, let me know. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Please take good care of yourself and others, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Can you put your headphones in and stop making noise, because I feel self-conscious? It's a good reminder, though, to check my teeth after eating that. Whatever the hell it's called. Omelet. Honey, all the clicking, for God's sake. It's loud. What the fudge? Oh, I forgot to say something. Farts. I think... What do I think? What the hell was I gonna say? I'm wasting so much space in my phone. Wow, I really mumbled that. I'm wasting so much space in my phone, you guys. I really should stop recording when I'm getting my swatches ready, shouldn't I? I should definitely prepare my brain for doing this before I start talking. I don't know. I think I already asked you to subscribe, so scratch that. Anyway, God dang it. Poop. Oh my God. Can you walk around next time? Can you just not walk here? I'm not kidding. With love. Thank you. Last time my husband knocked over my tripod as I was filming, and then we didn't put it back in the correct position, and I was so angry. I've put on a lot of weight in quarantine.